You're raving, you're raving, you're raving with RWR. Fabulous songwriters from Belgium and beyond, the lowlands, the highlands, and far across the pond. On Instagram and Facebook too, you can follow, like, and share. Please hit subscribe and join the tribe from the comfort of your chair. You're raving, you're raving, you're raving with RWR. Ah, yes. Good evening, one and all, lovers of songs, lovers of songwriters, hopefully loud and clear out there in YouTube land. Lovely to have you with us. Dahi Rua is my name, singer-songwriter from Ireland here, living in Belgium. Take off these lights, see what I'm doing. See you, and then I'll see the chat. It's great to have you here with us. We have some lovely live chatters with us today, and great to have you all with us. Before I give you a shout out, a couple of quick announcements. You can become a channel member, folks, on this channel. Very lucky to have a monetized YouTube channel, and if you'd like to become a sort of a longer term member, you can do that for $4.99 a month and become RWR Room Royalty there. Channel membership. There's also a little tip jar down there in the comment section if you'd like to contribute, or indeed tip Michaelsongs, our guest tonight. He'll have a little tip jar on screen. Feel free to do so. All donations greatly received, never expected, greatly appreciated, as they say. So there's that. I'm just checking the comments here as well, making sure we're loud and clear. Hello. Yes, I think we are. Somebody let me know. Sometimes this happens. Not tonight. I'm on the tea. Sláinte, everybody. Sláinte, everybody. Nice. What else was I going to say to you? Yeah, so apart from these little live stream interview things I do, I record a lot of singer-songwriters here in the room. I also do live streaming from the RWR Room here, and I've got a little live streaming festival coming up for you, folks, from the 24th of August. That is this coming Saturday, until the 31st. 8 days, 8 singer-songwriters. They'll all be performing about an hour set each. The Monotrol Kid, the Yentl Adams, we've got Juju Vagabond, we have Ypsilon, Birdie Belgium, Mark Summers, Freddie Weber, and the Low Countries all coming in here to do a set for you. It'll be live streamed at 4 p.m. That's probably 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning if you're watching from America, but don't worry about that. It'll be good breakfast time music. So join us for that if you can, live or the replay. And indeed, if you are watching the replay now, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for stopping by. It's always nice to have you here in the chat. I see D. Michael, of course, he was here waiting patiently for hours and hours. Hello, D. Michael. It's great to have you with us in the live chat. Of course, Phil Hogg is with us over there from Gosforth in England. Hello, Phil. Great to have you with us. We'll be talking about you in front of your face, behind your back in a little while on the stream tonight. The man himself, Michaelsongs, is there. He's coming with us. We'll be talking to Michael in just a moment. Guitar Chris in Germany. Welcome, everybody. If I missed anyone there, I apologize. Of course, the great and lovely Maria is there in the background as well, waiting patiently to go. So we're loud and clear, and it's all systems go. Let us go to New Jersey and welcome our guest tonight, the fantastic singer-songwriter that is Michaelsongs. Ground control to Michaelsongs. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello, it is New Jersey. I remember we were talking, you were in many live streams, and I said Pennsylvania once, and then I changed it to Transylvania, and I got it all mixed up. But you're not from Transylvania.
I was shocked you said New Jersey. I was like, oh.
I know, he actually got it right. He actually got it right. How are things in New Jersey, sir?
Good, they're a little humid today. Feels kind of like
Same
a swamp,
here, I
but,
know.
Other than that, pretty nice.
Other than that, pretty nice. So it's great to have you here. We finally got to do a little face to face. I first discovered you, of course, with the lads. What was that show you were doing? It was a Saturday Night Live, wasn't it?
Yes, Saturday Night.
Dominic Torregrossa and Chris Lane.
The importance is that one additional A, that alive. That way,
Saturday Night Alive.
Yeah.
To avoid copyright. Very good. How did all that come about? That was a great show. It's kind of stopped for the moment, is it? But the three of you got together like for hours, and you were singing songs and playing people's songs. Wasn't that it?
Yeah. So it was me, Dom Torregrossa, the Dom Father, and
Chris
Lane Senior. So there's a Saturday night open mic night that we hang out at all the time. It's called Camp Gme, and it goes all the time, and they do festivals that we play on as well. So there was a small period of time towards the end of the year last year where that was not going to be running. He was
Right.
taking a break, not an actual break. Gary from Camp Gmail was doing a bunch of stuff. So just to fill that space and keep an open mic happening, we ran our own show in that time slot for 7 or 8 weeks. So kind
Oh,
of the
that you
same
were
thing,
standing
inviting all
in.
the same people, yeah. And then, once he was ready to start it up again, we stopped ours. So just a limited time run for when he couldn't do it.
Yeah. Oh, well, it was a
It was
fantastic show. I don't know if you can pump your microphone that side. People are asking a little bit for. Maybe I'm too loud, folks. Let us know. But if you can pump your speaking mic a touch, then we should be on a par.
gotcha.
And if
We
I'm too
get.
loud, folks,
Can I
yeah,
get it closer?
our engineers are great there. They're letting us know. And I could be too loud in my mic as well, folks. So let me know if the balance is okay. But thank you for the tips, folks. It's great to read them coming in live there. It really is. But yeah, it's fantastic that you ran that show, and of course I got to meet the Dumfather then after that as well, and did a chat with them as well. Did you not Chris Lane yet, but did you guys know each other from the scene, or did you meet in person before, or did you how
We have not met in person yet.
Mm,
But me and Dom are fairly close. He's right
you're
here in
closer,
New
of course,
York.
yeah.
Yeah, we're about 2 hours away. But yeah, we met through comments. I had started doing a YouTube thing, and then I came across someone from doing. I do NPR Tiny Desk contest once a year,
Yeah.
and from that, people that were doing the Tiny Desk contest also did another contest called Gems in the Rough. So I was
Right.
watching all these different videos, and I came across this fantastic guy named Folkenblueser. So he's a good friend of mine now. So we were commenting and sharing music, and we were hanging out on each other's streams. And then, I met Dom and a whole bunch of other people, and we all started hanging out mostly on Camp Gmail on Saturday nights. But everybody does live streams, and every once in a while there's an open mic, and everybody lets each other know, and we hop up and hang out together and play music.
It's amazing. It was amazing. It went on for a long time. I remember I couldn't watch it all because it went on. The time difference, of course, it was hard to watch the full thing. I used to catch the replays, of course, but it's
Yeah.
brilliant. And of course, you're an avid live streamer as well. What I think today, when I was on your stream today, was it show 58? Just Sundays alone, number 50 something, was it today?
Something like that. I think that was our 58th
What?
consecutive. Yeah, today was either 58 or 59 consecutive Sunday sets live at 12
Oh,
noon
amazing.
Eastern. Yeah.
And you go out every second Wednesday. Is that
Yeah, so I
correct?
started
Yeah.
that first. We were doing the first and third Wednesday. We've been doing that since December of 2022. And then just about a year ago, we went live on a Sunday afternoon, and people seemed to like that, and they asked me to keep doing that. So, now we do both.
I know you do both. It's fantastic. And for people who are wondering, there's a mystery voice there coming in over the airwaves. Uh, you're not hearing things, folks. That's his fantastic wife Marie there, an engineer, and doing all that funky stuff on screen. Show us some funky tricks on screen there, Marie. Put up some graphics and look at what you can do from behind the scenes. Look,
You can do all the things. So.
there's QR codes and there's all kinds of funky stuff that she's able to do. Look at that. Look at
Yeah.
that for fantastic. Wow. The technology these days, folks.
Yeah, that's not the easy part. I show up, I write some songs, I show up and I play my songs, and she does all this fanciness to make us look good. So
Well, I tell you, she does it very well. And it's just, I was surprised when I saw you very first. I don't know how long I've been joining your streams, not that long, but that was the first thing that I noticed, of course, the professional look, of course, which is great. And was it always this kind of polished from the first ones, or was this something that kind of developed, or how did that go?
we sort of we started off like most people do, just kind of stumbling along.
Yeah.
And we would both learn new things, and then also Maria's fantastic at me just saying stuff like, I would love to have the titles of the songs on screen. And then she figures out how to do that.
How to
and
do
now
it.
She has a list of like 70 songs on the side of the screen.
So many songs.
So when
Oh,
I
it's
play live, she has to scroll through that, say, which song is he playing? And then she puts it up, the titles.
Over
on
here,
the guitar case. Right
on
over
the
there.
guitar case. And I think that's really great. It looks so professional, sounds so professional. So kudos to you both. There she is. I was going to say she might make an appearance, but she has. I'm going to push
Very
on full
rare.
screen there. There's the
Very
thumbnail. Look,
Hi,
big
everybody.
smile. There, the dynamic duo. Great to see you, Marie. Lovely to have you with us. But before we get to a song, people refer to you as the best dressed man in show business, which is true. You're always in the suit, and something else that, of course, that you noticed about you straight away. And I asked you when we were doing our test, is this something you do for stage only? And then you told me, no, this is how you dress and look every day.
Yeah. Every single day, regardless of what I'm doing. If I'm playing music, if I'm doing carpentry, if I'm painting, if I'm power washing, it's a suit.
I hope you have something to cover it when you're power washing. And
nope, I put on some rubber boots, so it's like a suit and rubber boots. Yeah, that's the only difference.
Fantastic. Great. And your spirit animal behind you there, of course, is the giraffe. I see.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I knew that from watching
That's Wilma.
The names again?
This is Willow, and
Willow.
this one is Wilma. So we had Willow, and then Maria's grandmother painted this one for us and named it Wilma.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's very cute. Look, I have loads of questions for you, but people are here to hear your great songs. So maybe you give us a blast of one and tell us a little bit about it before you play it, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, absolutely. So this one's called Better Place. It's one of Maria's favorite songs. And
hey.
I often write songs. They come to me for all different perspectives. They're not, maybe half of my songs, probably even less, are actually about me. I just sort of, I picture a situation, and then I picture a character or characters. There's a whole movie that happens in my head, and then I just write from that perspective. So this song is about a couple. They're a little older, and they're realizing they're sort of in the same trap of doing the same things over and over and over. And they just kind of want to find somewhere new to start over so that they can be the versions of themselves that they used to be before they started just kind of doing the daily normal stuff.
Well, Maria, this is the song I was actually going to ask for as well. So it is. You have great taste in men and music.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Better Place is the name of the song. Here we go, Michaelsongs. I'll put you on full screen. Take it away, good sir.
Thank you so much.
Wow, wow, wow. Bravo. I forgot to put on our funky background. There we go. Now you're on stage. Look, I forgot to forgot to do that earlier.
Oh,
There
that's
you
cool.
go.
Hey, I actually do have a Gretsch drum set. Nice.
Someone spotted the great. You're a stunning guitar player. I have to say, Michaelsongs. I love that Martin guitar. Really doing a big fan of Martin's. There's one hanging up there somewhere. And Michael is saying my guitar, he says, is under a couch in the back office with new strings, gently weeping. My guitars are gently weeping, looking at him from behind me too, Michael. I get a round of applause there from Chris in Germany. Thank you, folks, for the lovely comments. And a brilliant there from Mr. Phil Hogg. It was brilliant. It is a great song. And you're a great writer. And thank you again for your time and your talent tonight, Michael. It's great that we can have this little chat. Tell us briefly just about that. Speaking for the guitar geeks, that lovely Martin guitar of yours. Yeah, I know you have two Martins, but that's your main baby.
This is the main one. Yeah, this is it's a Martin 0015M, so it's all mahogany. We ordered it. I've had it for about 2 years. I waited a whole year to get this just because I did not want a pick guard on it. I don't like there to be anything on the guitar.
Wow.
So they said I didn't have to pay for it as if it was a custom, but they said it has to be treated like a custom. So rather than just taking a guitar that was already in the assembly line and not putting a pick guard on it, they had to start from zero. Yeah, so I had to wait a full year for it. But when it showed up, as soon as I played it, I was like, "Yep, that was worth that wait because this is the guitar for me." You know,
it's always a kind of a risk, isn't it? Yeah, to pick it to get a guitar without having bonded with it first, as such.
Yeah.
What is it? A double O? What did you call it again?
0015.
Triple
O body.
0015. Yeah, well worth the wait, says Phil Hogg. Absolutely, no, it's gorgeous. Big sound of it. And I was never particularly personally a fan of mahogany guitars, but there's something special about that one. There really is.
The trick is for each guitarist to kind of just keep playing guitars until you find the things that, you know, when it sounds like you coming out of it, that's your guitar. That's the style you like. So for me, you know, I do a lot of that kind of thing. And
so it needs
the mahogany kind of gives a warm sort of.
It needs the resonance. It needs the volume. Yeah, especially when you're going into some fingerstyle stuff. Hello, Martin Kelly, by the way, from Bowden Island.
Hey, Martin Kelly, good to see you. Oh, and I saw Bob Buchanan is here as well.
Did I miss Bob? Hello, Bob Buchanan. I didn't see you. Nice to see you all. Great. But it's a beautiful guitar. It really is. So tell us this. I want to go back and ask you just about a couple of things. I know music was never your kind of full-time career, although you were kind of a hired gun. Is that right? You were a guitarist. I know you played drums. You played everything really in bands, did you? Was that all before the singer-songwriter troubadour thing happened for you?
Yeah, so I was always writing songs the whole time, but I used to be in usually like 3 or 4, sometimes 5 bands at one time. Usually all original music. Some of the bands would do like 1 or 2 covers, but mostly original music. But I would be, you know, at any given time, I would be a drummer in one band, a bass player in another band, a rhythm guitarist in a band. And I always had to make sure I was a songwriter in at least one of the bands that I was in. And we used to play, you know, we're from New Jersey, so we played around Philadelphia area and things like that back in the 90s. And then I took like a 20-year hiatus where I just stopped sharing the music that I did. Me and a couple other friends, we still write and record, but, you know, we kind of keep that to ourselves. So 20 years of just kind of like hoarding
honing it.
Yeah.
And do you see a big difference now between what you've written like 20 years ago and what you're doing today? Do you think you have honed it? You must have honed it to a huge level now, have you?
I think the live streaming has helped, not just live streaming on my own channel, but all the open mics that I pop up onto, like playing all the time and playing in front of people. I keep the songs keep sort of growing and changing just from those live performances. There's a big difference between when you practice a song by yourself and you can stop and start over or try to redo a part. When you're doing it live, sometimes these things that happen, sometimes you might view them as mistakes at the time, but then you go back and listen, you're like, actually, that's kind of cool. You know, I dropped that chord, but it sounded neater. I extended this. You know, sometimes you'll extend a part because you're like, oh, I forget what the next verse is. Let me just fiddle something while I try to remember. And then you listen, you're like, that was kind of cool. I'm going to put that in the song. So the more you play and the more you play live, the more you grow, I think. And then that comes back into your songwriting. You start adding all those different things into your tool belt of what you can do.
For sure, I know what you mean. It's a great, it's a great way to do it. Your songwriting methodology, how do you go about what your do you take a lot of notes first and then put it together after? Do you need a guitar in your hand to create something, or how does it go for you? What's the songwriting?
I usually always have a guitar in my hands when I do it. I'll take out a blank sheet of paper on a notebook, but a majority of the songs all happen at once in a flash. I'll just get a spark and I will picture an entire movie in my head. The characters, the scenario, the backstory of the characters, what perspective I'm taking on the song, and I'll just have it. And then all I got to do is try to just write it down and find the music. Usually, I don't know a lot of music theory or any of that kind of stuff, but I feel a mood, and then I try to play something that sounds like the mood that I'm picturing the story is.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's kind of the structure of the way you do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, it's interesting because everyone has a different way. And what about co-writing then? Is co-writing something you've dipped into or done, or do you enjoy the process of that, or does it
I
vary?
missed that part. What were you asking?
Oh, sorry. I was asking you about co-writing. If you've done a lot of co-writing with
Oh,
other
yeah.
people, and if that's a process you enjoy, or is that kind of daunting for you? Because you were
Yeah,
saying
no,
earlier, yeah, go on.
I love writing any chance I get. So I do songwriting sessions with and for people. I take songwriting sessions. I meet and hang out with people and write songs at any given moment. It's one of my favorite things to do. If someone has a
Wow.
song, I'll toss 18 ideas at it and
Yeah, that's amazing.
just
And so that's something you offer on your website. Michaelsongs website's up there, by the way.
yes.
Point to your lovely website there. You can scan that, I think, and you have it
I
all.
did the wrong
Yeah, you
name.
were practicing pointing earlier, so yeah, it's hard to point looking at yourself.
Yeah.
So is that is something you offer on your website? Is songwriting not courses, or you mean co-writing?
Just they're sessions. So
Mm,
essentially, and everybody does it different. Some people will write a song and they'll come into sessions, and their goal will be to do multiple sessions where they keep working on that same song, or they'll just
yeah,
want to finish a song in one session, or they'll want to start from scratch and have a song at the end of the session, or they just want to work on song dynamics,
on the
or
craft.
how
Yeah,
do I work on the story creation, and how do I make movements happen. So everybody has something different that they want out of it, and that's why we kind of leave it open as songwriter sessions. It's any
right.
aspect of that, the storyline, character development, song structure, any of those kind of things.
Amazing. We were talking to when the interview before yours was, of course, with the great and multi-talented Phil Hogg over there, who's watching. Hi, Phil. Lovely to have you. And we were chatting away, and Phil threw a line at you, and you said, I'm going to have a we challenge you to write a song on that line. Do you remember what the line was?
Yeah, it was our heads and our hearts full of songs.
And how did you go with that line?
I got half of a song written. So sometimes, so I have a song called Polk County that
Mm,
me and Maria were doing prompt testing, 10-minute song challenges. She would give me a prompt. So she gave me a prompt, Orange Tree, and I wrote the song Polk County in about 10 minutes. This song, Phil Hogg said, our heads and our hearts full of songs. I thought it was a great line. And I wrote a little bit of a song,
all right.
and
Have
then
you
it
got
just
some
kind
of
of stayed there.
I'd be curious to hear how it went.
Yeah,
In progress.
I'm going to share a little bit of it.
You
Maria's giving me
do.
the concerned look.
Oh.
She's like, you're going to play something that's only half done? You might sing
Are
out
you
of key,
crazy?
you might not remember the words. That's fine. It's only the internet. This only lasts forever.
That's exactly.
It's like pancake batter. It's still good, just not done
There you go. Yeah, so this is a work in progress. I don't know what we'll call it yet, but
Well, we call it Phil Hogg.
yeah, exactly. If it's terrible, it's Phil Hogg's fault. If it's
Yeah.
fantastic, it was all me.
yet. We offered to finish the song together.
Okay, sweet. Let's do that then. So I took a bit of Phil Hogg has a song called Rain Bringer, and I brought a little bit of that into this song. right words and the right chords, with a melody that just works. Then you can tell your story, songwriter, rain bringer, storyteller. Sing on, play on. Rain bringer, loving it all. Our heads and our hearts full of song. We're just singing along, chanting refrains with the songwriter, storyteller, rain bringer, in tune with you. Our heads and our hearts full of songs. It feels good to just sing along. That's what I got so far.
Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. And I love, you know what else is impressive? That Maria put up brand new song on the guitar case. Look. She's
always ready.
She's on the ball. She's just on the ball. Unbelievable. You're unbelievable. You're a gem. So you are, Mrs. Behind the scenes. I'm going to pull you out and talk to you in a few minutes. Michael, D. Michael says, like the flow. Phil says, maybe we should finish the song together. Look at that. There's an idea.
Plan, Phil. Absolutely.
There's an idea. Yeah. I do love the flow. You got a brilliant round of applause there from Chris. Thanks, Chris. And an excellent from the man himself. But yeah, it's nice, isn't it, when you get fed a line and it's inspires something. So that's definitely all Phil Hogg inspired there for sure. Our fellow musician and YouTuber. And if you are in the live chat, folks, or you want to find out any of these musicians, I don't know, you can, of course, subscribe to these great channels. There's a great interview with Phil Hogg on the channel, on the Raving with the Roots series. You can check that. Links to Michael, by the way, and all of the artists that I interview are in the information section below in case you're looking for them. And please do that. And Maria, Songwriter Sessions merch tips, shows Michaelsonsofficial.com. You see, oh, what a wife you have. She's on the ball. She's just, I tell you, amazing. You know, behind every successful musician is a woman rolling her eyes to heaven going, what's he done now? Right? Isn't it true?
Listen, I shine at breakfast time and dinner time.
That's it.
When I work my magic.
It was great. Phil spotted it as well. Yeah, Phil, Eagle Eye Phil saw that she was on the ball. Tell me, I have a little video here, just in case people are wondering where you got your great rhythm from. You are, in actual fact, a drummer. Were you a drummer first, or did everything come together at the same time?
Kind of around the same spot. I was playing drums before I could afford a drum set, so I actually, I'm going to use the word stole. I stole my mom's guitar first.
Yeah.
But I was already like banging drumsticks on a pillowcase before that.
Wow.
And it took me about an extra year and a half from when I started playing music before I had enough money to buy a drum set. But I always wanted to be a drummer. That's my happy place. I love writing songs more than anything else.
Yeah.
But if you had to say, pick where your favorite spot to make music is from, it's behind a drum set.
Really? Yeah. Wow. Chris asked me if we were talking about okay. Yeah, I was. My own partner is definitely another woman who's behind the scenes rolling her eyes to heaven, Chris. Yeah, for sure. But we need them. We need that. We need to be, that's why they're called woman. Whoa, man. Did you know? Where is this little video from? It's one of your regular live stream, maybe with your jam session spots, is it?
Yeah, so on Tuesday nights, I go to a local brewery around here. It's called Death of the Fox. It's in Clarksville, New Jersey. I don't drink alcohol, but luckily they also brew coffee there. So I get a coffee, other people have beer, and it's an open mic. We hang out all night. And one of the guys that runs it, Chuck M., who's a good friend of mine, He bought an electronic drum set, and he brought it out to a show, and we were celebrating my birthday that night. I think that's what this is from.
Oh, wow.
And I got to sit in with a bunch of people, and then he enjoyed it so much he actually upgraded the drum set.
The next week.
The drum
next
set
week.
the drum set that's in this picture, he
To a
sent
real-
it back, and he got a much nicer drum set.
Well, an actual acoustic set, or did he get another better electric set?
He got a better electric set.
Yeah.
He got one of the, I believe it's Roland, and like there's some give. It's like a web on the. Oh, it's fantastic.
I don't know much
So I
about
gotta
kids,
play
but
that one as well.
there's a few seconds of it. Let's just play it. It's a little cover, and you're lashing into it here. I love this. And there. Yeah, you can definitely handle it. It's only a few seconds, but we'll take your word that you can play for longer than 15 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, they couldn't get me out from behind that kick that night.
You love it so much. Yeah.
Yeah, and people were like, people that were like, "Oh, you want to play drums?" I'm like, "Sure." They started to tell me what song. I'm like, I don't just play. I'll
Just
play
give me the
along.
groove
figure
and
it
I
out.
follow. Yeah.
Absolutely. So
You got a
it's
woohoo
blast.
there from Phil. I know.
And that's my good friend Amy right there playing and singing. Yeah.
Lovely,
And,
lovely
yeah,
stuff.
And Chuck, the guy playing the electric guitar, that's Chuck. He's the one that runs that open mic. He's a really
Sweet.
great guy.
Yeah, it looks like Death of a Fox is a great name for a cafe as well. I love it. It is really good. That's in New Jersey, you said.
Yes. Yep.
Down the road. You're not too far away from the actual Martin factory as well, are you? You were saying that before to me.
Yeah, we've been there before. Yeah, what was that? I forget what year that was.
It was right before the pandemic.
Was it? So like 2018, 2019, we
Wow.
went up. We spent a weekend in the town, and we spent the day at the
It's on the bucket list. Yeah, we have to. So, yeah, the other bucket list, folks, is that we're going to get Michael and Marie, M&M as I like to call them. We're going to get M&M over to Belgium. So we've started a GoFundMe campaign. Click on Michael's QR code there and decorate his tip jar. And how's that? And we'll get you over to Belgium. Santé,
Absolutely.
by the way. Good health. I'm going to have a drop of tea here.
Yeah,
You want the coffee? Cheers,
Coffee
my
to
friend. Cheers. Yeah, but you had a bit of a mishap in a car crash. We want to talk about that story before we. Then I want to play that video, the other video of the great song. But so you were a handyman. You had day jobs, and you were in the workforce. And then tell us what happened after that.
Yeah, so I was just driving home one day like normal. It was a Friday. It was a beautiful day out, and I was thinking, I'll get home early. I'll hang out with Maria for a bit. This is fantastic. I'm driving down the street, and it's a street I drive on pretty much every day. And there was a car accident. Someone was not paying attention to what they were doing, and I got injured. So that was back in January. We're still dealing with physical pain, lower back, shoulder, neck, all kinds of
man.
stuff. I'm not supposed to talk about it too much.
But, well, you don't have to. I would. Yeah, it's just and of course, probably no help from the government or anything like that over there, or do you have any? No, you're just solely dependent on. Not really.
Because I'm self-employed. I don't get unemployment or disability. So trying to make ends meet over here, I still can't really work very much because of the physical position that I'm in.
Wow.
But luckily, I'm still okay to do this. I can't really
there you
lift
go.
this arm any higher than that, but I can do this. So we're just trying to do as much music as we can and see if we can make ends meet with that.
Yeah, I hope you can. So there's a link there, folks, on the screen, but you can also go in there to the live chat, and you can help donate to that cause through Michael's website, which is in the links below. All donations greatly received. As I said, there's the Cash App, there's PayPal, there's all kinds of stuff. If you do feel inclined to help out, please do so.
Appreciate that very
He
much.
very much deserves it. And people who follow my channel probably see you dropping in from time to time, supporting my Monday night shows and different streams. And you're a great asset to this channel as well. I have to say, Michael, you really are a great man for promoting other people and other people's live streams. And a lot of this business, as you know, is very me. Look at me, support me. But it's difficult, and it's a great thing you do. You're always putting in other people's links. So I wanted to mention that and just say thank you, and to Maria too. She's always in the background there supporting other people's streams and other people's things. Not just not just yourself. So
I mean,
so
there's a lot
kudos to
of
you.
yeah, there's a lot of wonderful people and fantastic musicians and beautiful music out there, and everybody deserves to be heard and seen. So, if you're in a position to help them be heard or seen, why wouldn't you? Just put
Yeah,
your music and joy into the world.
absolutely. Yeah, well, it's a great attitude to have because, as I said, it's a selfish game. It's a selfish business we're in, and a lot of it is about us, and rightly so because we have to sell our stuff. We buy our merch, buy our CDs, and
Right.
and it's hard to do that. And for some people more than others, I know we spoke in the past about how introverted you are as a person as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's even tougher not only to get up there and perform, which again, kudos for doing that, but to sell yourself either online or in a live situation. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find the live performance has helped that aspect of your life, because it can be quite debilitating, no, being
Yeah.
being as introverted as you
It's.
are, even though
Mm-hmm.
we have to pretend we're not. We got to come out and act the
Yeah.
singer, right? Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
it's probably difficult, is it?
Yeah, yeah. With when I'm playing the songs, I have no problems with it. I'm like in the world of that song, and I do that no issues. Live streams are a little bit easier for me. It was a great fear when I started, but I've conquered that fear. I feel a
Mm,
little bit more comfortable when I'm here, but it still feels like a one-on-one. So like I'm pretty comfortable in a one-on-one situation. When there's a lot of people around or there's a lot of noise or things happening and sounds, that's when my introvertness kicks in and I just want to shut down. So like in between songs, I still struggle a bit to be outgoing and talkative. But I feel like I've been improving. But we'll turn to the most important decider of that. Have I improved?
Definitely.
Okay.
Much
definitely.
Maria says yes.
But you're
There you
still
go.
always great. You're always perfect, and you always were. When I first met Michael, it was.
Come on screen, Maria, and tell us if you'd like. Yeah, don't be. You're not shy.
There you go. Yeah,
There's
she's
the
not.
Dom
She's
father, by the way. Hello, Dom.
I'm
Great to
not
have
shy.
you. Just
up
in
Dom.
time to hi. There's the main lady, the lady of the day. Michael introverted would never have guessed. He said, "I'm just reading some comments here quickly." Robert Buchanan doesn't believe a word.
There you go. Yeah, we
Hi,
fooled Bob
Robert.
for sure.
Yeah, I know. I heard Christy Moore talking about it once. Irish folk singer. We said we go out every night, and he said we act the folk singer, and and I related to that. Resonated with we act the songwriter. You got to go out and act. It doesn't matter what kind of bad mood you're in or what's going on in your life. We got to go out and
Mm-hmm.
sell the show, right? We're acting the part, and then we give our all. Michael is a brilliant performer and host. Yes, he is. Thank you, Phil Hogg.
Thanks.
But anyway, I wanted to just have a quick couple of words with Maria there. You can go now. No, I'm just joking, Michael. Stay there. How are you, Maria?
I'm good. How are you? Hi,
It's very
everybody.
nice. Yeah, it's very nice to see your face. We only hear your voice, and you wouldn't class yourself as an introvert as such, would you?
No,
Not
not
really.
at all.
Not
I
as much
mean,
as your man there.
I grew up an only child, so
All right.
I'm familiar with being alone. I feel totally fine
Yeah.
in quiet moments, and I don't need a lot of people around me. But I love having a lot of people around me. So it's fun when we go out to gigs and there's all these people. I'm like, yay, it's great. And Michael's like, I'm so tired.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I would put a class myself as an extroverted introvert. Does that make sense? Sometimes
We're all a blend.
we're all a bit like that. How did you get into this whole streaming thing? Was it just kind of necessity, the mother of invention, or were you always into the techie aspect of this thing?
So, well, I managed a band. Actually, that's how Michael and I met. I
Oh,
managed a
yeah.
band back in the 90s, and we needed a sound guy,
Yeah.
and somebody gave me his name, and we hired him. And then we were friends for about 3 years. We started dating. Then a couple years later, we got married. And then several years after that, about 10 years after that, he said, I want to play music on the internet. So I had no longer managed that band. They moved down to New Orleans. And so I was available, and I'm kind of a geek at heart. I love technology. And I said, well, okay, we can make that work. So I had some webcams and some computer stuff, and he had some microphones because he was a sound guy. And
Yeah.
we just put it all together. And I love supporting him. I mean, he's amazing, right? So
Yeah, he is absolutely. And Michael,
I'm so
answer D.
tall.
Michael's question there. Is Michael taller than Maria short? That is the good question, D. Michael. Who's going to
Sorry,
handle
it's a
that one?
camera trick.
That's much better. Much better. Yeah, yeah. Michaelsongs is standing up on a stage there.
He's tall, but
Michael
I
is.
think I have the bigger personality.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, you do.
I definitely
That's
have the
it.
bigger laugh, so I guess that's,
You do, and it's great that you're there. We gotta hopefully somehow somewhere down the road. It'd be lovely to have you over in Belgium, and to come and yeah, come and we'll do a live stream in here, and you can do all the control, and I'll just stay in the
Right.
background.
I love it.
Take the day
But it's a
off.
lovely story. And your real name is Maria Love as well. I love that. Yeah,
Thank you.
I thought I
Thanks.
should have a duo called Michael Love Songs. I think that'd be great.
There
I was
you
saying that
go.
earlier.
Nice.
There you go. It could work. It could
Or
work.
Maria Love Michaelsongs.
Yeah, I love Michael songs too. Yeah, it's great songs. Well, thanks for jumping in there and to put a face behind the wonderful voice.
Sure.
Yeah,
Hi,
lovely,
everybody.
lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. And Maria, folks, the lady behind the scenes, behind the man. Yeah, wonderful. Michael, tell us. You said you entered a couple of things. There's a lovely video, "Circumstance of Nightshades," that I want to play. Tell us about what is Worldwide Play Music on the Porch Day all about.
Yeah, so this is just sort of an initiative that somebody started. This is the 10th year that they're doing it. Well, we only found out about it last year, but anybody can participate in this. It's just a way to get people outside playing music.
Okay.
And, so it's always the last Saturday in August. So this year it's August 31st, and it's Worldwide Play Music on the Porch Day. So last year we did this video for it. This year we are doing at least one full set outside. And we're going to live stream it, and we're going to have an Audience hanging out with us for that. And
Gorgeous. Maria's on the ball there again. Yeah, good on it. Lovely graphic there. Beautiful. So the plan is to have a live audience for that one, and
Yep,
do a live
audience
stream as
and-
well.
And live stream it as well, absolutely.
Okay, great. Hopefully, I don't know if my thing will clash with that, but it'd be lovely. You'll have an event up and a link eventually for that too, and I'll pass it around, and we can have a look. Because it sounds like a great initiative. As you said, getting people outside, getting music played, and it's fantastic. You said, remind me the name of the song again, Circumstance of Nightshades. You want to say a little bit about it before I give it a spin?
Sure. So I actually wrote the song about. So we bought this 100-year-old house that we've been working on, and as you are familiar with, old houses are harder to work on.
I know all about
than
it.
new houses. So we were just having a whole bunch of hiccups and situations that were making things tough to do, both physically and financially, with all the stuff that would happen. You'd suddenly be stopped in your tracks and be like, well, there's this other thing to fix now, when I was trying to do something else.
Yeah.
And it could put you in really like a bad mood. So at this one point, I just remember thinking, these things are going to happen, and what's making them worse is my mood about it. So I just need to change my perspective. And the best way that I can change my perspective is to write a song about a situation that I'm having. So I wrote the song "Circumstance of Nightshades," just listing like, here's a bunch of stuff going wrong, but you can just say they're going wrong. I'm going to move past it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's another day. So I wrote "Circumstance of Nightshades."
Roll with the punches. Well, here it is, and it's an outside little gig, and it's a lovely recording of it. I'll play it for you now, and you can have a small little break. Not for long though. Here he is, folks, the great Michaelsongs, "Circumstance of Nightshades." Here we go.
It's Play Music on a Porch Day, so hopefully everyone is getting the chance to get outside and play some music. We are playing on our porch. This is Henrietta.
Tomatoes riding on the vine, basil's going to seed. Seems everyone's got the time but me. The crack in the windshield just continues to spread. Flowers on the windowsill, all dead. Busted up rocking chair, the view going to waste. When can I get back to living and just enjoy this place? chance. Whole thing's falling apart, torn at the seams. I've got the tools and the smarts, just lack belief. Put it all back together, man. Just focus in. You've done it before, you'll do it again. Some nails and some elbow grease, that's all it'll take to get back to enjoying this place. Ooh, I know it's all circumstance. Wish I was a little more in control. Ooh, I know it's a second chance. Tomatoes ripen on the vine, basil smelling good. A change in perspective, I'm in a better mood.
Circumstance of
Go play music on the
Nightshades.
porch.
Fun music on the porch. Am I back on? We're okay. Let me just unmute you there. That's what was going on. Yeah. Did you put a graphic there that time, Maria? You can put it back up there. I might have missed it. That was music. Ah, there we go. Play music on the porch day. Wow, that's cool. August 31. That's going to be live streamed, all going to plan. And we'll have a link for that down the road, will we? If you have a link now, put it in. If not, but it's a great song. You're getting a round of applause there from Martin Kelly and D. Michael and all your disciples. I love this idea too,
I
Phil.
don't
It's
see it
great.
that way, but thank you.
No, they're big fans and big followers of you, and yeah, we won't say it in any other way. It's true. You have a lot of love for your work out there, Michael. You really do. You did a great interview with our friend over in Hawaii. I think he's in Hawaii. Wago. Is that how we say his name properly? Wago or Wago? Wago.
Wago.
There was I caught the replay of that. There was a quote, and I'm going to read it to you now and ask you to explain yourself.
Okay.
I actually have all Wago's questions here written down, asking the
nice.
same one. No, I'm not. If I can find it here on my phone, I had it lined up. You said, nothing's ever good enough, but your best is always good enough. And I like that, resonated with me. And it's kind of a motto you have. Is that regarding songwriting, I suppose it is, or life in general? Or
I apply it to everything, and it's actually it's a line I used in the song "Because of You." It's a fairly recent song, but it's a like most things. I have a stance on stuff, but that stance only applies to me. I don't think it holds true for necessarily everyone else, because you have to view whatever mantra or motto you're going to use as how you apply it. So I say your best is always good enough. But that's because I also know I'm always pushing to get better. So I don't treat however I'm doing something now as it has to be perfect before I can do it or before I can move on. If I mess up, like you just have to keep getting better. So it's kind of, both ends of that. It's your best is always good enough, but to definitely keep improving.
It's very true and very, very well said. It does relate to a lot of things in life. You have to give it your best shot, right? And I just loved it. I just thought it was a great little quote from that particular video. He had a lot of he's a great interview. It was his first one as well. He did a great job, but this is my 105th, and I still don't know what I'm doing. But he did. Wago did a great job.
Pretty well, but yes, Wago did a great job.
He did a great job on his considering it was the first one. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, for sure. It can. Thanks for the link. The link for that the worldwide play music on the port today is in the live chat, and I'll stick it in the information section as well of this video later on. And Phil says Phil wants you to come back. See that? Let me see. Please come and visit England again, he says. Sometime, Michael D for the green. Yeah, because you two, he was in your neck of the wood and you missed each other, didn't you? Phil Hogg and yourself, he was in New Jersey, wasn't he? I think, Phil, and you missed each other, something like that.
Yeah, I believe he's talking to D. Michael. But yes, also before.
Oh, D. Michael, sorry, yes.
Yeah, before I knew Phil Hogg, I saw, once I met him and I was looking at his videos, I saw that he was, 3 months before I met him, he was right here in Camden, New Jersey, visiting Walt Whitman's house. He did a video in front, singing a song in front. And I was like, that's literally, I grew up in Camden. It's 5 minutes from me. That's amazing to,
that's
this person from the UK who was just
on your doorstep
in my backyard, essentially, Yeah.
It is amazing. Empirism has a lovely thing for you there as well. Michaelsongs is one of my big inspirations, even though our musical styles differ. Thanks for being such an inspiration all these years, Michael. Thank you. Empirism, I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah,
that was nice.
We call him Emp for short. Emp is a fantastic musician. So yeah, definitely everybody. I'm gonna do. So we'll share Emp's link real quick. People can check that out.
Anybody who wants to subscribe to each other, folks, please put your link in.
Emp as well as myself a lot of the times on trying to do two things at once here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Camp Gmail up on Saturday nights. Emp is there very, very often.
That'll be Saturday night, your time, of course. Yeah.
Yes, that's
probably silly o'clock in the morning for us over here and little Europeans.
Oh man, for 6 months straight, I would go up on Camp Gmail at 10 p.m. Eastern. I would stay for the whole show until 3 a.m. Then we would all hang out and chat backstage after the show. We would chat for another hour. Then I would take a nap, and then I would wake up and do my live stream at noon. And Maria as well.
And of course, Maria had to wake up and do it. Yeah, we had to do our live stream. Yeah,
yes.
That's it. That's how it is. It's our live stream. Remember that.
Yeah.
I love it. Listen, give us another live song, please, if you wouldn't mind. One of your great numbers. And maybe, and after that, then we'll talk about the songs to vinyl as well. That's another great project.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, go for a song.
So since you mentioned the line, your best is always good enough, that came from this song. This is Because of You.
Because of me.
And yeah, I'm going to change it to Because of Dahi.
Because of Dahi.
So one of the fantastic things about playing live streams and playing live is I play this song a lot. People seem to enjoy it. When I'm live out in person, there's a section of the song where I stop playing guitar and I kind of scratch the guitar a little bit and stomp my foot, and people start clapping along. It's awesome. And then when I do live streams, everyone takes advantage of that letter O that's in their little keyboard there, and everyone sings along on the chorus to this song. So if your letter O is working, or you can use a 0, feel free to sing along when we get to the chorus in the live chat. This is Because of You. Which is actually, just to be clear, it's because of Maria is what the Because of You is. Maria is the one that makes me feel good enough to do anything.
I'm glad he fixed that now, Maria. That's good.
Tumbleweed rolling through this vacancy. My mind keeps missing all the marks. There's a latency, but oh, it all lines up because of you. Oh, it all lines up because of you. I'm like an abacus, a little outdated and a lot untouched. I can't keep track of everything. Keeps multiplying. Oh, dog-eared page in the middle of a chapter, something to save. You tore me out and held me up, and now I'm on display. A whole lot of nervous with some songs to play. You make me feel like I'm enough. You do. Oh, it all works out because of you. Oh, it all works out because of you. I am a man in love, it's the one thing that I'm certain of. I question everything else. I know it's all okay, 'cause I got you and you would say your best is always good enough. Oh, it all works out because of you. Oh, I'm all I am because of you.
Because of you. Big round of applause. There was a lot of fancy oohs coming in there from all over the place, and we've had some fancy on-screen oohs. Well done, Maria, on that one again.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate
good
everybody
laugh.
singing along.
Very cool, very clever, as Phil Hogg was saying. That was fantastic. You have great songs. You were speaking about songwriting on another stream, I think before, maybe even today. He had his kind of gone, but or maybe it was on that Waco interview. But you know, when you write a song and it's kind of brand new, and we feel we've written a great thing, and then suddenly you realize, oh, wait a minute, I think I've just written my way, rewritten. Imagine or something. Does that happen to you on a regular basis, or is that something that you kind of worry about?
Yeah, so it's never happened as far as me accidentally writing another song, but sometimes when they come really easily, I just assume this must be some other song that I've taken the melody from or something. So I'll like play it around for people and go like, is this
something else? Yeah.
Right, yeah, because it comes out so quick and so easy, and there's just a established melody right off the bat.
Yeah, it's hard to trust it. I was the same. I said I wrote it too quickly. I don't trust it. You have to let it sit. And are there times when in the songwriting process that you do that? That have you gone back to songs 6 months later, a year later, reworked them, rewritten them, scrapped them even? Is that something you do or consider doing?
Yeah, so I've done the opposite of scrapping them now. There's been songs where, I wrote them and just thought, it was just an okay song. But again, from doing the live streams, all of a sudden someone will be talking about liking a song that I'm like, I just thought it was an okay song.
Sure.
And then that has me playing it more. And then the more I play it, different parts of it develop and it comes along. And then I listen back. I'm like, it's a much better song now than it was 6 months ago. And it's a lot of times it's because people saying that they like it.
Well, that's the craft again. That's the craft coming out. As you know, you have to sometimes go back. I think everybody did it from Cohen to Dylan. They all do that. I think I've had people re-release new verses on songs on new albums. Rework a song. I think it's great. They're your babies. I mean, you're entitled to do with them what you want, right? And if it makes it better in the long run, great. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I only ever view any sort of recording or album or anything as like that's just a time stamp of how that song was at that point in time. I'm not one of those believers that's like once you record it on an album, that's the way that song stays forever. the songs should be just like anything else. They keep growing, they keep evolving, they keep changing. So if you record something, that's just a document of how you were doing it at that point in time.
Yeah, you really notice that, of course. The more you play them live as well, I think. They do really develop, don't they, live when you're doing that.
Absolutely.
Whatever about recording them, that's also kind of just a recorded performance. But I think taking them out on the road and doing, have you had much sort of touring life as a musician, sort of, up to the point of kind of going solo? Were you like on the road a lot with other musicians, or how did it go for you touring wise, or is that something you were into?
So when I was in bands, we mostly played locally, but then as a sound guy, I toured with the band that Maria managed back in the 90s. I was their sound guy for about a decade, and we traveled up and down the East Coast. We played everywhere from New Hampshire down to New Orleans. West Virginia,
all over.
11 of us squeezed into one van.
11 of you, wow, that's some outfit.
We would just roll out like a clown car, Oh yeah, it was a balloon van. The van that we had for a while was it used to be a balloon van, so it looked.
Maria was in the same car, was she?
Yeah,
Oh, so she couldn't get. Yes, I was going to say in the back, trying to get close to you. Not at that stage,
She was one out of the 11 people. I think there was 2 or 3 people that were okayed as drivers, and Maria was one of them.
Maria was one,
and the drummer, who's another great guy, he was one of them. One of the 2 of them would always be driving, and I think there was a third who was occasionally allowed to drive. But you know how it goes. There are certain people like, we trust you behind the wheel.
Can we trust it? Yeah. Can we even find our driver? I know how it goes. Yeah, that's how it goes. Before we wrap it up, I don't want to keep it too long. I know you've done you've done a live stream. Well, Maria's done a live stream. We just stood there and sang songs. You're welcome, Maria.
We're going to use that. That's awesome.
You're welcome, Maria.
That's exactly what happens.
I know. Did you sleep on top of each other like the Beatles to stay warm, says D. Michael. I said that with wishful thinking, D. Michael. Wishful thinking.
We didn't have any other option.
What does M says? Maria, the community should all record that ooh and send it so you can do a common edition with all the dudes in the chorus. Very good. Nice one, Em. That's a good idea.
Nice, thanks.
That's a good idea.
Appreciate that, buddy.
We were talking about I wanted to ask you about this lovely project that you mentioned in your live streams where you're going to record a song to vinyl. Tell us about that project, please, just so people can know how to get one.
Yeah, so it's with a company called Least of All Studios, and they reached out to me back in the spring about doing this project. And so what you do is, it's direct to vinyl. It's 7-inch vinyl is what you get. You order songs ahead of time. So my recording date is set for September 8th. So you can order up to, and I believe Maria will drop the link for this. It's if you go to vinyl.michaelsonsofficial.com, you can make an order. You can also go to our regular market. And it's in there as well. But you order ahead of time any song you want. You have to give a list there. So we listed 9 songs that are like kind of the most popular Michael songs as far as people requesting them and enjoying them. But at the 10th line, we put, choose whatever your favorite Michael songs is. So you can type it in. So essentially, you choose the song, you order it ahead of time. I go into the studio on September 8th. It gets cut directly onto vinyl, 7-inch vinyl. They have that lathe right there from the 1950s that they've reworked. So you will get the one and only recording of that song. So if a handful of people order the same song, I will do whatever it is, 5 different versions of that song. I will make it special for you. Yeah, I'm already working on different variations of the songs that are being ordered. So there's a couple of multiples already. So I'm just working on doing slight different things to make them unique. I'll say a message to you at the beginning of the vinyl as well. So it will, I'll say
That's
your name.
That's a lovely idea.
Thank you for ordering it. And then I'll play the song. It gets cut right onto vinyl. Nobody else gets to hear it. Nobody else gets a copy of it. It gets taken right off of that lathe and sent to you. So it's a pretty cool project.
That's a very cool project, yeah. People can also scan that QR code that's on screen as well, by the way, if you'd like to have one of those. And I don't know if you'll ship to Europe or anything like that, or you'll ship worldwide, or is it kind of mainly an American thing? Or
yeah, it ships worldwide. Yeah,
it ships worldwide.
Anywhere.
That's great.
So, yeah,
great. That's really good. Yeah, so it's great to have your that you have, that Maria has your QR code there on the. I'm going to praise her as much as I can before the. But it's a great concept and a lovely idea, and something else that was just, you got to try all these things. I know I also want to get myself one of your shirts down the road as well. I'm gonna order a Michaelsongs t-shirt, maybe a mug for my live streams as well. I like all that kind of stuff. You have a lovely merch shop. Very impressed.
Yeah, we worked hard on it together. Maria did a lot of the work.
Surprise.
Do this, and then she, does it. She made a Hawaiian shirt, so she made it from scratch. Like, she took images, she got all these images.
It's unreal.
She got a giraffe, and she put it all together and made a Hawaiian shirt for.
Do you have an image of that there, Maria? No.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
Or could you put one up there? Oh, look, she's on the ball. Don't even have to ask. Look at that.
You see the pink one and the black one right there? Yeah, she actually designed that from scratch. And the mug.
Unbelievable. The mug is fantastic as well, the big green. Maria, I said it before, I'll say it again. You're a little gem.
Oh, thanks.
Absolutely.
She sure is. Can I know you for one more song before we say goodnight? I don't know. I'd love to hear something from you, and I know your listeners would too. And tell us about as well. You're streaming again when, Wednesday or Wednesday week?
Yeah, so the next one coming up is this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I know that's a little late for all the people.
I think it's 2 a.m. for me, but I might catch the first bit of it.
So
night owl that I am.
Wake up in the middle of the night and you're, making yourself a grilled cheese sandwich or whatever. Tune on in.
It's Wednesday.
There you go. But if not, feel free to come back every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern. We are live as well.
Yeah, that's an easier one to watch. Yeah, you could call the show "Grilled Cheese" with Michaelsongs.
There you go.
There you go.
late night snacks with Michaelsongs.
Europe, just for the European audience. Yeah, late night grilled cheese with Michaelsongs. I'll stop talking now. Let you talk, sir. Go.
Awesome. So this song is called Morning Song. It's one of the very popular ones that people seem to like. I know Emp is here, and this is one of Emp's favorite songs. So I wrote this song. This is about mental health. There was a campaign a few years ago that was like, check in with your friends, make sure everyone's doing well. And I thought it was great that they had that campaign, but they didn't follow it up with what you should do if someone answers anything other than fine. And I thought, there needs to be some kind of education there and some sort of way to make you feel more comfortable as well, because as the person being asked, there's a lot of shame in saying that you're not doing okay and that you're having bad thoughts. So this song is sort of written around that. It is a morning song.
Do I chance it, telling everyone how I'm feeling, knowing full well what it might lead to a whole lot of unwanted attention and questions I don't want to answer. Just wanted to get this off my chest. By the way the light falls, slipping slowly down. Do I risk it, or bow it up, will they miss it? All the signs that say we should have seen it. Wish he would have got this off his chest. And do I listen to all those judges in their missions? I'd hope they'd say, we're glad you're with us. We all question our existence, from time to time, from time to time, from time to time. By the way the light falls, slipping slowly down the walls, do I need to be here? My morning song.
Yeah, round of applause, folks. The brilliant Michaelsongs and his brilliant songs. That's great. It's a cracker, really. You have so many great songs. And any idea how your song count in your repertoire these days? Have you lost count, or do you have an idea of? Because you're hugely prolific.
We've lost count as far as how many I've actually written. I know I've written thousands of songs in the 30 years that I've been writing songs. But as far as what I share on YouTube, we're somewhere in the 60 to 70 song range.
That's a lot, though. Yeah, considering you have so many in the backlog and maybe works in progress and stuff like that. Yeah, what would your advice be to a younger songwriter who's starting off, maybe unsure of their footing and wondering about this songwriting lark? What would you say? What do you get from it, and what do you think why is it worth doing?
Yeah, well, for me, so songwriting, music, any creative outlet that you have at all, if it makes you feel good, if it's cathartic, if it brings joy, if it helps you get through things, first of all, do it. And then secondly, any sort of creative art that you are doing, share it. It's something I always fought with, like, who needs to hear this? Who am I for whatever reason? But I had this point. One of the things leading up to me starting to live stream was there was a song by a guy named Josh Ritter, and I knew a bunch of his music, but I heard this song. It was called The Stone, but I didn't know that the title was The Stone. I just heard this song on the radio one day, and I really, really liked it, and I kept trying to hunt it down, and over the course of 4 months, every once in a while, that song would haunt my brain, and I would go look for it, and one day I sat down and I literally went through his entire catalog until I found that song, and every time I hear that song, it just puts me in this very specific cathartic place that made me feel good, and I thought, if I went through all that for this person's song, then maybe, I shouldn't hoard my own songs. Maybe someone can find something like that in one of my songs. So who am I to hold on to them? Once you write them and put them out there, people can think of them any way they want. They can it can mean whatever they need it to mean. So if you make art, share it, because it could mean something to someone else, and you don't even have to know if it does or what it does. But just put it out there. Put out good energy and good vibes and good creative art.
That's brilliantly said, and let's leave it there on that high note. Michaelsongs and your lovely Maria, come back and see us there, Maria, and give us a wave. It's been a pleasure spending the last hour and a bit talking to you both. Thanks so much, Maria, for all your wonderful tech work there. I worked you hard tonight, both of you, because you already have done a full hour and a bit live stream earlier on the day, and here I am again, making you do it all over twice in one day.
We love it. We would do it all day long if we could.
Yeah, but you do it so well. You can tell that you love it. Yeah, and it's so lovely to chat you face to face. I've always been, like I said, on the chat and on the live streams, and lovely that and one day, hopefully, we'll get to meet somewhere down the road. So definitely. Thank you both very, very much. We'll have a little chat backstage after this. And just remind everybody, go and check out Michaelsongs and check out his, give that a scan, check out his michaelsongsofficial.com. He's a brilliant songwriter, and they do great, and Maria is a wonderful woman there. They do great live streams. I'll see you both very soon. I'll see you on the next live stream, all going to plan. Thanks for being with us here on Raven with Rua tonight, and have a lovely rest of the day over there in New Jersey.
Definitely. Thank you.
All the best, folks. See you soon. Thanks a million. Thanks for being here. Thanks, folks. There you go. Absolutely wonderful there, chatting to the great Michaelsongs and his beautiful assistant there, Maria, there in the background. Michaelssongsofficial.com, folks. Go and check him out. There's links below to all that Michael does. And especially if you're on the American time zone, go and check him out, because he has great live streams every Sunday and every second Wednesday, I believe. And lovely, lovely songs, and a lovely, lovely person, and lovely to be with him here tonight. So I will see you on the next one. I will be all going to plan. Let me have a quick look at what's going on. If it works out, all going to plan. I will have another one of these shows coming up with the great Linda Story. She's in Colorado, I believe. Linda is a long-term sufferer with multiple sclerosis and is a fantastic singer-songwriter. Worked with a lot of my colleagues and friends up in the Netherlands and around Europe and the world. She has a great story, pardon the pun, Linda Story from America, hopefully on same time, 8 o'clock Wednesday night. If you get a chance, there will be links to that. You can follow me at the RWR Room on social media. The RWR Room, all one word, Facebook and Instagram, folks. Thanks for giving the video a thumbs up, by the way. Hit that like button down there before you go. And we're heading towards 3,000 subscribers, so hopefully you'll help me with that count as well, and hit the old subscribe button. We're gonna try and make 3,000 subscribers before my sixth anniversary on the channel is coming up here in September. And to mark that, just to remind you, I will have a streaming festival of songwriters here from the 24th till the 31st of August, and that's 4 p.m. European time. So breakfast music for you guys in the States. But drop in live if you can, or have a rewatch of those. They're all great performers, and they're going to be here live streaming direct from the other room over there, not this particular room, but the actual studio out there. So do that. Thanks all for being here. Thanks to all the live chatters that stayed with us for the hour and a half almost. And I will see you down the road. Take care of yourselves. And I'm going to put a few comments up here on the end screen for those of you who I missed. Take care of yourselves. Thanks again to Michaelsongs. Go and check out his great work. Links below to Michaelsongs. Raving with Rua is the show. Songs from the RWR Room is the channel. Thanks very much for being here. Good luck to you. See you in the next one.